Okay, everybody, this is it. Last day of the honeymoon.
Day we go home.
The return journey. We got up and checked out and said goodbye.
Got our free coffee. And
free hot cocoa.
Complimentary.
Free breakfast. And we do have a few other little things planned today, and we're going to talk a little bit about the trip and some pros, cons, some things we enjoyed, some things we would do different, just in case you're planning your trip
to Asheville, North Carolina. Right now we are about to head to a restaurant called the Moose Cafe. We were recommended to come here by my aunt and uncle. They recently came to Asheville and they loved it so much they came twice on their trip. So we have high hopes for this place.
And we're going to stop a couple places on the way. Stay tuned. We got here right around lunchtime, and I had to drop Madison off. Parking is absolutely crazy, so I have a feeling this place is going to be good. Let's go find out. Well, we've been driving through the Nantahala National Forest for a little while, and just decided to take a break and go down to the river. It is a beautiful winter afternoon.
Not too cold.
Not too hot
For
for Georgia weather. So we thought we would just take a little brisk walk in the cold to kind of break up the drive a little bit. And wake Madison up from her nap.
We made it back home.
Whew. 4.5 hours later, and we're back to our humble abode.
And back to Christmas time because
Yes.
we're not ready for it to end.
And we just don't want to take down the decorations.
Yeah, I think that's coming up today or tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow? I thought at least Valentine's Day, y'all. Really, I thought at least Valentine's Day.
Well, Andrew might go to work tomorrow and find it gone. So we made it home, and if you've watched our videos for any amount of time at all, you will know that Andrew is the clean freak and I am not. So the first thing we did when we walked in the door was we got our dirty clothes and took them right to the laundry room to start washing. And some of you, your heart might have skipped a beat when I said we were washing clothes on New Year's Day. So do you believe in the old wives' tale that says you can't wash clothes on New Year's Day? If you do, comment down below and tell us why we're crazy for washing clothes today.
I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't even know it was a thing. But now that we're home, we wanted to reflect a little bit on our trip. In case you haven't seen all of our other videos from the honeymoon, we wanted to just kind of give you a small recap, but you should still go check them out because that has more detailed versions of what we're about to share
And pictures and videos of what we're about to say.
Yeah, that's right. So if you have not kept up with our recurring theme from every video, is that we loved the hotel, and it wasn't anything fancy, but it included free complimentary breakfast, which was kind of a few and far between thing for the hotels in Asheville. And there were free chocolate chip cookies and hot cocoa at every turn.
And we got lucky enough to have a hotel room on the bottom floor, which saved us so much time going to breakfast, leaving. We were probably 20 seconds away from our car. So if you can make a free request the next time you make a reservation, the bottom floor might just be worth it for you.
So overall, we went to a lot of restaurants while we were there. I mean, things at the Biltmore, things away from the Biltmore, things in Asheville, even things kind of outside of Asheville.
And we try not to be those annoying people taking pictures of everything we ate. So we didn't take a picture of quite everything, but we did take a video of most things.
Yeah, and some of our favorite ones we just definitely had to share with you. So I think hands down, one of our favorite things that we can agree on is that the pretzel rolls at Cedric's Tavern were fantastic.
So good.
It was probably, when you're thinking pretzel roll, you're thinking, I don't know how crunchy it is, it might be chewy. No way. It was some of the softest bread we ate, and it just tasted great.
If you watch the Great British Baking Show, those rolls completely deserved a handshake. They were so yummy. Probably my favorite thing we had on the trip.
All right, so since we're talking about Biltmore property restaurants, if you want a great buffet, check out the Deerpark. The Deerpark restaurant at Deerpark near Amherst on the property. It's a little bit more pricey, probably the priciest thing that we ate during the whole honeymoon. But if you really save some room, they've got a lot of different variety of foods.
Deerpark specializes in southern food, and it was really nice when we went because they still had their holiday menu out, and they had so many great things. And one of our things was, oddly, their pimento cheese. They had amazing pimento cheese, and Andrew went back a couple times.
I did. I can't lie. I did.
Their food was really, really great. We can't recommend it enough. But I will tell you, if you schedule a reservation at Deerpark, make sure you leave yourself a lot of time. Their food is kind of even better than we expected it to be, and they have so much of it. So if you want to have a really nice, lengthy dinner, it is the perfect place to do that.
And I'll also say that I think Madison will agree, that's probably the most romantic date night kind of feel that we had at any restaurant, especially with the Christmas lights up. I think that is a Christmas season thing that if you really want to try it, you should come then.
And we would recommend going at nighttime.
Yes.
We went at 4 o'clock because we had another reservation, but we would recommend going around 6 or 7.
Yeah.
If you are visiting the Biltmore Village, which is honestly really commercialized, and we didn't want to spend a whole day there because there were so many other things that we wanted to do, we would recommend that you check out the Cantina if you are a fan of Mexican food.
Yeah, it was one of the better restaurants that we had as far as just the variety and the amount for the price. We got appetizers and meals, and it was still a very affordable ticket. But as far as all the restaurants at the Biltmore Village, that one looked the best to us and kind of fit our taste.
Andrew and I love Mexican food, and it pretty much tops our list. Another Biltmore recommendation we have is always make your reservations ahead of time, because we saw so many people who were turned away at the door or told that you would have to wait an hour or even more than that. So if you want to make sure you have some good meals while you stay at Biltmore or you're just touring Asheville, the Asheville restaurants are so crowded too. So make sure you make your reservations.
Schedule everything. If you're gonna go, make the most of your time and make an itinerary. Right, so there's a lot of different dessert options from all the restaurants that we went to. But since we already tried a taste from those restaurants, we wanted to save our desserts for someplace else, just to try more places rather than more items at the same place. So one of our favorite desserts was the ice cream at the Biltmore Creamery. It was right outside of the house. So if you're there, it's just a quick walk over, and you can go back in yesterday's video and watch that we got a lot of ice cream for really comparably not a lot of money. We split a 2-scoop dessert, and it saved us some money and was really good and also romantic to share ice cream.
For New Year's Eve, we visited a Roaring Twenties party at the Grove Arcade in downtown Asheville. But before we went, we wanted to pick up dinner at a place called the Sunny Point Cafe on Haywood Road. And Haywood Road is one of the most eclectic artsy streets in Asheville, and we really enjoyed the restaurant.
Yeah, it was a lot of good food. We both had very different items. A lot of times we would eat kind of the same thing and share, but this time we had very different items, except the goat cheese was the same.
Yeah, that was just the thread that holds our honeymoon together.
Yeah.
While we are talking about the glowing reviews from Asheville, North Carolina, we also have to talk about what wasn't so great. So on this trip, we were trying to track down the best cup of coffee that Asheville had to offer. And quite honestly, we did not find a very good one. And there are many coffee joints, so you can just hit them all up if you want to. But we were honestly not impressed at all.
And that's not to say that there's not good coffee there.
There probably is.
I think the best one that we went to was the Drippolator, but that's over in Black Mountain. And honestly, that's worth a drive to because a very scenic area and more of like the quaint, historic downtown feel with a lot less traffic than downtown Asheville. So if you want to go see the Billy Graham Training Center, or just go to some scenic hiking areas over at Black Mountain, then definitely check out the Drippolator. So as far as the Biltmore house goes in the estate, we got to see and do a lot of fun things. You'll see in some of our other videos, if you watch from this previous week, that we really loved being there around Christmas time. There is a lot of pros to that. Inside the house, very well decorated and well lit. I mean, it was just extravagant and beautiful. One of the downsides, though, is that the gardens were not in season. So if you are wanting to go there to see all of the plants and all of the beauty outside, you might want to save your trip until spring. But we really enjoyed our time there with the Christmas lights and stuff. It added a whole new dimension to the experience.
For us, it was very worth it going at Christmas time. And we will also recommend to purchase Candlelight Christmas Tour tickets when you schedule your Christmas time visit to the Biltmore. We also visited the next day. The second tour kind of paled in comparison. They have all of the Christmas trees lit at night. They have live instrumentalists and choirs performing. They have it to the style that they think it would be at the turn of the century, and it was really beautiful to see.
And again, the Christmas season, they were running a sale at every Biltmore Estate store that we went to, 40% off all items except food and beverages and things like that. But and I don't know if they'll do that every year or if they do that every year, but that was something that really helped us because as we bought a few little souvenir items and things, that really saved us some money there too.
And we really enjoyed hearing about all of the people who had visited the Biltmore and just the art that's in the home. There were more pianos than we could keep track of, and artwork and books that the Vanderbilt family had collected, and it was just amazing to see.
Yeah, really, it covered almost every style of art. If you like sculptures or tapestries or paintings or live music, overall their collection there is just incredible. Very worthwhile if you're into the art scene.
I can't remember very many times in my life that I've seen gargoyles in person, but at the Biltmore there are gargoyles everywhere on all sides of the house. One last thing that we would like to recommend before we end this video is just driving by to see the Grove Park Inn. It was built at the very beginning of the 1900s, and it is beautiful. The architecture there, the stone buildings, and it has had even more notable visitors than Biltmore. I think around 10 presidents have stayed there. F. Scott Fitzgerald spent 2 years living there, and they have his typewriter on display there, which was so exciting for me to hear.
We only had time to drive by. We didn't actually get to go in, but if you do want to tour there, they do have scheduled tours, but you need to check their website and make sure, because we had kind of wanted to take a tour, but we were a little bit too late today on our way home. Alright, well there is so much that we could keep sharing. If you want to see more of our visit to the Biltmore and our honeymoon, you can check out the rest of the vlog videos preceding this video. We should have one for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then today, which is Wednesday. So 5 total videos, including this one. And we were so excited to be able to experience this and share some of the experience with you.
We will put a comprehensive list of all the restaurants and items that we recommended down below in the description bar if you want to go check them out for yourself.
Also, if you liked our videos, make sure you please like it, and you can share it on Facebook. You can subscribe to us on YouTube and like our Facebook page, or follow us on Instagram. So we're excited to be able to begin this new year, 2020, with you and with each other.
We will see you next time.
All right. Bye everybody.